check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now because we're not going to see you tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Turkey Day to you guys as well.
Thanksgiving guy.
Getting ready.
Thanksgiving.
Doing
We are
my,
getting ready.
Doing my Thanksgiving stretches. Got to start making room.
Yep. Yeah, you got to start. Get ready.
I've always got room for a nice hug now. We're good. Stretch pants always on the ready.
Stretchy pants will be on tomorrow for sure. But before we get to all the turkey, yeah, some entertainment headlines this morning. Quentin Tarantino is just, you know, heating up the teapot. He is on record saying that Marvel actors are not movie stars. What do we think about
and
this?
at first it seemed a little shady. When I heard it, I was like, oh, what? And so it was on a podcast. So I went back and listened to it. Mike and I both did this morning. And basically what he said is that now that everything is super Marvel and superhero, we don't have big movie stars like we used to. And it's in the sense that you don't say, hey, I'm going to see that Chris Hemsworth movie this weekend. You say, I'm going to see Thor. Or, ooh, have you seen Chris Evans' new movie? The answer is, oh, Captain America. Like, you actually identify them by their character versus the actor, which has kind of always been happening if you look at like Batman and different superheroes of past. But because it's consistently kind of been the same actors portraying the same roles, they're actually known as their role instead of themselves.
Huh, interesting.
That makes some sense.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to hate because I'm not a Quentin Tarantino fan. I feel like every dude in college like had a Reservoir Dogs poster up in their dorm room and would talk about how deep they are. Like, oh, you just don't get it if you don't get it kind of thing. So I want to hate on Quentin Tarantino, but this actually makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I feel attacked.
I was like, Mike, you were about to say something, then you got real quiet.
No, I don't even know what to say. No, but Quentin Tarantino's actually right here. Like, you think about it, Christopher Reeves was Superman back in the 70s and 80s, and that's what we identify him as. And now it's just Henry Cavill. So, I mean, they keep refilling the roles, restocking these enterprises, and they're just kind of mix matching and plugging in actors here and there.
Yeah, I guess, and you know, we were talking about it during the break. I was kind of thinking about it in a different way, where when you think about some of the greatest acting talents, you know, in Hollywood today, I don't know that Marvel actors come to the top of my list. And I know that's always been a very hotly debated thing.
I mean, they are big names.
They're big names.
Monster names.
Don't get me wrong, but I don't put a lot of them on the same category that I would like a
Leo or a Meryl Streep.
Leo, a Brad Pitt, a Meryl Streep, a Morgan Freeman. I mean, it's, you know, and you look at like Morgan Freeman or like Samuel L. Jackson, if they have had actiony roles, I don't think of them as great because of those roles, you know? I just think
I mean, Snakes on a Plane was phenomenal, but yes.
Masterpiece.
It's drag Samuel L. Jackson for making that is so wrong. He still made Pulp Fiction too, and he's been in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
it's true. That is true.
It's one of those. I'm like, I think I agree with Quentin Tarantino,
especially with the way that you explained it, Liz. That's a different kind of framing, you know, with that in mind, because it's true. It's like you think about. Like, Leo's a great example. Like, whenever he comes out with a movie, it's like, I'm going to go see the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, you know?
Right.
Well, and he actually has a rule that he won't do superhero movies. And that's advice that he gave, like, Timothy Chalamet is, don't do superhero movies. That's not what you need to do to be a serious actor.
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
there you go.
And Quentin Tarantino, a lot of his work and his career and his focus, he especially recently has really kind of looked back into old Hollywood and, you know, glamorizes old stuff. So I see where his focus would be and all that too. So I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big SNL fan.
SNL is great, and there's obviously an iconic. I mean, the cast in general just has iconic names, but Lorne Michaels actually ranked some of his top 3 SNL castmates. We're going to recognize one of these names.
Yeah, he put Will Ferrel in the top 3. So Will Ferrel was doing an interview with the Wall Street Journal, and he said for his last show, and for any cast member's last show, they sit down with Lorne Michaels, and he talks to them, and he said in that interview moment or whatever, meeting with Lorne, he told him that you're one of the greats. You are definitely in the top 3 of the best and funniest comedians to come out of SNL. And he wouldn't tell him exactly where he ranked in the top 3, but that was such a meaningful conversation to him. And I am a huge Will Ferrel fan. He is so talented. He can go from being Anchorman to Elf if you haven't seen Spirited yet on Apple, I mean, he should win a Tony. I don't even know if that's possible, but he was so good in it.
That's awesome. I mean, Will Ferrel, SNL, he was on Saturday Night Live during one of their really strong kind of upswings. You know, the show has kind of gone through ups and downs over the years. Everyone always says, "Oh, this cast isn't as good as the old cast." You know, every year. But I think he was in there for a stretch where it was such a talented team, and then of that talented team, man, he was at the top.
And there's pop culture references that still exist. Like, I Need More Cowbell.
Yeah.
Ferrell. He was one of the cheerleaders. He helped Sister Mary Catherine for Superstar. He was Night at the Roxbury. Like, he did all of these iconic different skits and roles. And I'm still obsessed with him. He hasn't been on SNL in what, like 25 years now. And I'm like, Will Ferrell, I love you.
He's still amazing.
Top 3? That's where I'm getting confused. Will Ferrell's not even in my top 5. He's barely sniffing the top 10. Think of the people who have come before him on SNL. You got Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Chris Farley, Bill Hartman, Mike Myers, Dan Aykroyd, Jimmy Fallon. Like, Will Ferrell.
Did you really put Fallon in that list? I mean, come on now.
Everything, I mean, I nothing against Fallon, but every other name I think is a little bit, just a notch above Fallon, just a little bit. But nothing against Fallon. I think he's funny. But
he just laughs through every scene.
There's that.
It's tough. I don't know, because there's so much. There's different criteria to judge them all on too. It's like who has the most memorable sketches while they were there, maybe who wrote the most stuff, because you don't always know what they do behind the scenes as a writer too, and what they have a hand in. That's a hard list to make. But now I want Lorne Michaels to actually put pen to paper and give us the full list.
Yeah, that would be
in order. What
fascinating.
say you, Lorne? That's what I want to know.
Would be fun.
If he even dares to put Eddie Murphy below Will Ferrell, I am judging Lorne Michaels.
But Eddie Murphy, if you're looking just at SNL, he was only on for what, 1 season?
Right?
Will Ferrell was on there for a span.
Seasons.
Oh, this is a debate that we could continue all morning long. But we are out of time, you guys. We got to go. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Don't forget, you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.
All right, it's 8:20.